When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. The Terrapins will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pulls it in. It's Wade. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
The Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a good.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a team to start this game off.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Maryland's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
That's reeled in. It's McConnell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Quarterback on the keeper. Quarterback gets enough. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Looking to pass. It's Washington. Working that wide receiver screen. And you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch?
Touchdown, Maryland! Fitted in the window for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The give to the tailback. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Looking for space. It's Howard. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught over the middle. It's McConnell. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Escapes trouble. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. 1st down and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. He's got him in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Thanks to grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has...
Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Turning it on! They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. The give to the back, fighting off the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Washington. The short hands, it's Bradshaw. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Howard. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Under fire. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner will be knocked down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Washington. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And now... what a stunningly boneheaded play. You can't make a miracle every time. Don't get sacked for the safety. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. That's caught. It's Davison. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park.
The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the run, it's Howard. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And the returner goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Davison. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the returner will be dragged down. Man down on the play. Take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking downfield, it's Washington. A strike downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Going to swing it on second down. Good timing on the quick out. Smashes through the tackle. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. There he goes down the right side. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's McConnell. And his motors are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Got it behind the line. It's Bradshaw. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fires to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Quick completion to the right. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bradshaw. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a catch at the 15.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Terrapins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Touchdown, Terrapins! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Got his man downfield.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Gets away. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up what he can and then slides.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles. And
got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. On the run, it's Hayden. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Clemens. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't...
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
He's got it on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And the Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Clemens. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the running back.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself.